Is Brandon Staley on the hot seat? Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the Mac Sports Attack. I am the Mac himself, Marvin Allen Cox. We're talking about Brandon Staley today. So Brandon Staley, the Los Angeles Chargers head coach, has said to be on a hot seat since last season. At the end of last year, they struggled mightily hard to make the playoffs, but they squeaked in, going 10-7, winning some tough games at the end of the season, and they made it in. Rejoice. Staley thought his job was cemented. He did what he had to do. But when they made the playoffs in the first round, they were embarrassed by the Jacksonville Jaguars. This loss will be memorable. It'll be remembered for a long time, the way they were dominating Jacksonville early, and they allowed Jacksonville to come back and beat them late. It was a memorable win for the Jacksonville organization, probably their best win of their, one of their best wins in franchise history. And on the flip end, it was one of the worst losses for the Los Angeles Chargers. So he came into this season with loads of questions and being on the hot seat again, as he is the defensive coach. And they are a lot of people wondering if he is the right fit to unlock this team, because the key to this team seems to be the passing game and their young quarterback in Justin Herbert. So if that is the nucleus of this team, what's the point of having you there, Mr. Staley, if your defense is not helping? Brandon Staley has been given plenty of ammunition for his defense as well. He has traded for Khalil Mack. They had another big names traded in as well. And it seems like they have some of the best defensive pieces in the NFL on their team. They have a Bosa, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa's big brother. He is a beast, and he is seen as one of the best defensive linemen, defensive end players in the NFL. He has Derwin James, who is seen as probably the best, if not top 3 best safety in the NFL. He also has some other big defensive players, like I said, Khalil Mack. And that's just to name a few. And what Brandon Staley continues to do is give up tons and tons of points when he's supposed to be a defensive specialist. One stat that will show how horrible his defense has let him down just this season alone. Check this stat out. Sometimes visuals are needed and makes things more dramatic, and this is a dramatic stat. The Los Angeles Chargers are the first team in NFL history to go 0-2 after scoring over 50 points and having 0 turnovers. So that means the offense has been doing their job. He brought in a new offensive coordinator to help him save his job and get off that hot seat, but it seems like it's just made the seat hotter as Kellen Moore, who he got from the Dallas Cowboys, has been able to score points and not turn over the ball, which is essential to winning. But Brandon Staley's defense means that they've got over 50 points of support and they're losing games. So this doesn't bode well for Brandon Staley going 0-2 and for his defense being one of the main reasons why they're 0-2 as well. So his lifeline is on the line this week. Yes, it's only week 3. And that sounds kind of typical, saying somebody's career, season, and lifeline as a coach, a head coach, is on the line week 3. But let's be real. Brandon Staley, if he goes 0-3, they're probably not going to make the playoffs. Why do I say that so strongly? So since the NFL has been created, only 2% of the teams who started 0-3 make the playoffs. That is 6 for 256. That's a very low number, very low odds. And they're in a division with the current Super Bowl champs. So to say that you can win the division 0-3 is not very likely as well. So if they do lose this weekend, it looks like Brandon Staley could be fired mid-season. Even so, 0-2 teams make the playoffs 16% of the time, so they're already in a deep hole. His defense needs to come together. He needs to get his defense right to catch up with the offense, or else he will be fired. Kellen Moore is in a perfect position where he left Dallas, where Mike McCarthy was getting all the blame, and he looked like he might have had a chance to step in and step over. Well, he said, you know what, I'm going to prove myself and show that I'm a great OC without Mike McCarthy in front of me as well. Comes to the Chargers, and here it is. Brandon Staley's on the hot seat now. So I'm assuming if he is fired, Kellen Moore might be able to take over for the rest of the season. And if he is the person to unlock that offense to its truest form, the Chargers might start rolling. And that is exactly why the thoughts in many fans' head and the thoughts in many pundits and commentators' head is Brandon Staley's job is on the line as early as week 3. So what do you guys think? Do you think Staley should be fired? Do you think it's too early to tell? Or do you think, yes, after that poor performance from last year in the playoffs, he was on a short leash and now the leash is broken? I see Mr. Staley getting fired very swiftly if, it's a what have you done for me now league. And if he goes 0-3, I don't think there's any recovering from that unless they win like 9 in a row. So I think Brandon Staley does get fired this season. I think that if he loses this game, it might be as early as before the trade deadline, which would probably be the earliest firing in NFL history. But it sucks, but this is the cards that were dealt. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that Brandon Staley deserves more chances? Do you think we're being over dramatic? Or do you think it's about time for him to go? Do you think that he's holding back the team, especially his superstar, Justin Herbert? Or do you think he just needs some time to get the kinks together, get the ball rolling, and he deserved that chance since he brought them to the playoffs last year? All right, so thank you guys for watching. I am Marvin Allen Cox, known as Mac, the Mac Sports Attack. If you like this content, please like, please share, and please subscribe. You have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.